We're talking about the Applied Data Science program. Today we'll be meeting with Xiaoxia Lin, Dr. Xiaoxia Lin, excuse me, and she will be going into detail about the program and explaining why it is so awesome and why you guys want to come to a number 3 program when looking at Fortune's education. So this is definitely going to be a wonderful info session for you to learn a lot of great things. Without any further ado, we're just going to get into why BayPath at a glance is awesome for a student to attend. One, we were established in 1897. We are a private nonprofit campus. We have locations in Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, and also online for our undergrad and our graduate programs. We currently have over 3,000 students attending, and as far as alumni, we are now over 17,000 worldwide for alumni. We are accredited as a school for the New England Commissions of Higher Learning. As well, what makes a student love BayPath? One, we offer a lot of resources. We have flexibility with our students, and we adhere to make sure you have a comfortable lifestyle while obtaining your master's program with us and master's degree. So you'll have accessibility, whether it's virtual, whether it's on campus, you'll still have that support from staff and faculty here. You'll also have a very diverse population when looking at whether you're on campus or off. As far as the master's program, we are co-ed. For our undergrad program, we are all female. So what makes us also innovative is that you have a new platform as far as Canvas working on your understanding of learning, these programs that you're going through. But as we'll get into it, you'll learn that your faculty is also in the field and they'll be able to bring here and now education to you that makes sense, which we're going through, especially with AI. If you have any questions, we'll have that at the end and you can put them in the chat box at any time and we'll definitely answer those for you. Without further ado, I am handing it over to you.
Thank you, thank you. Hi everyone. So just a little bit is self-introduction first. My name is Xiaoxia Liu, and I'm the program director of Applied Data Science program here. And myself is actually is also a data scientist with many years of experience across different industries, and I love both the theoretical and the business application of the advanced statistical models and different types of machine learning algorithms, and I also love teaching. That's why I'm here, and I hope I'll have the opportunity to work with you in the future as well. So if you go to next slide, let's talk a little bit about the data science, right? We came here for a degree in data science, but what is exactly data science? So data science is actually a very big topic. And what we have here is just a classic Venn diagram of data science. And we can see that it lines and the intersection of mathematics and statistics, computer science, and a wide range of application domains. So I always think data science comprises of these three distinct and overlapping areas. You need the skills of a statistician who knows how to model and summarize data set. And then you need the skills of a computer scientist who can design and use algorithm to efficiently store, process, and visualize the data. And you have to be the domain expertise as well, what we might think of as classical training in a subject. So that is actually necessary to both formulate the right questions and to put their answers in context. So there was a saying that I think it's funny, but it's actually true. So a data scientist is a person who is better at statistics than any programmer, and then he or she is also a better at programming than any statistician. So let's go to next slide. Take a look at why become a data scientist, right? So it's been almost a decade since the Harvard Business Review called data science the sexy job of the 21st century. I mean, data science probably is no longer the next big thing. It is very still big, however. So Glassdoor actually ranked data scientist as the #1 best job in Americas in 2018 for the third year in a row. And data scientists are urgently needed in many industries, such as finance, healthcare, insurance, manufacturing, technology. I feel like, as long as there's a data, there's a need of data analyst, and then there's a need of data scientist. I don't think large tech companies are the only ones who need data scientists. You can take a look at the infograms on this slide, and you can see all the domains where data scientists is creating its impression. So the growing demand for data science professionals across industries, big or small, the need for data scientists shows no sign of slowing down in the coming years. And the statistics listed here also represent the significant growing demands for data scientists. It's probably a little bit outdated here, but still, even now, if you go to LinkedIn or Glassdoor or Indeed, you can still search job title for data scientist. There's thousands of jobs will pop up, and it's still getting the average pay is still very good. The still ranked very high as the best job in America. Go to the next slide. I think we talked a little bit about why BayPath Authority, and let me just talk a little bit more about program specific why BayPath. So we know the first step in entering the field of data science is to pursue higher education, just so that we can acquire fine-tune the skills which will be needed to succeed in the workplace, and that's why we're interested here. So Master in Applied Data Science program in BayPath University can help you build the essential technical and analytical skills which will be needed for careers in today's data-driven world. And it's one of the top fully online data science graduate programs, which is designed to fit your life. It's ranked nationally very high for a couple of years already. I believe, we have a ranking on the third of on the online data science program. We can probably share the ranking later, and you can totally become a data science professionals and earn your master degree from us. You don't need to quit your job or move to a new city to earn an accredited university degree. Our program actually features hands-on learning, peer-to-peer support, and group professors. And the program offers dual track. You probably can see that on our website, but we do offer generalist track and specialist track, which can fit diverse background and offer students great network opportunities. So the goal of the generalist track is to prepare our students to be well-rounded and skillful data analysts, regardless of their background. So you don't have to have the all the prerequisite as stats or computer science program. You can actually become the bridge between a business and data scientist, while you can still do the hands-on data analysis. And the goal of the specialist is to prepare our students to take on more data scientific role on the data science team. So if you go to the next slide, let's talk a little bit about our faculty. So faculty matters, right? That's like where and who you learn from. So you'll learn from accomplished faculty and leading industry experts who are redefining how data improving data decision. And you can always check out our URL to find more about our amazing faculties. Here is just a few headshots I took from the website, but you can totally get the complete list there. And if you're interested in certain topics, or if you ever need to talk to any of our faculties, feel free to contact them, and they're always very helpful. In our class, a small class setting will also ensure enough personal attention, and our professors will provide comprehensive coverage of most in-demand methodology and skills, and we will also focus on practical application. If you go to next slide, so just a little bit summary of the program itself. So you can complete the degree entirely online in 1 to 2 years, depending on your schedule. So there will be 6 8-week sessions per year. So each class will be 8 weeks long, and 2 sessions actually constitute a semester. And in order to be eligible, I think this policy could be changed, but I think, in order to be eligible for financial aid, you probably will need 6 credit hours of classes per semester. And there will be 10 courses in total and 30 credits. Go to next slide. Let's talk a little bit more about the curriculum itself. So we offer a strong preparation in statistical modeling, machine learning, management, and analysis of big data and data acquisition. So you can choose from a wide range of specialization and electives just to suit your goals and while earning your degree. So this is what you're seeing here is just a curricular example for both specialist track and generalist track if you're taking 1 course per session. So our new course starts twice a year, like October and March. Probably varies a little bit, but there will be 2 start days, and there will be 10 courses in total, as I just mentioned, which will include 5 common core courses, 3 track-specific courses, and a choice of 2 electives. So the courses highlighted in blue are track-specific, and the remaining ones are common core. Generalist track will take data analytic class instead of the probability and inference class, and the machine learning classes in general has less theoretical contents compared to the data mining classes. So that's why data minings are for the specialist track, while machine learnings are for our generalist track students. You can also see from this program overview that we also offer data visualization, time series, and deep learning courses. Students will learn about traditional stats, machine learning algorithms, and databases, but they can also gather and explore numeric and text data. So you can see we offer text mining data classes as well. And students can also take classes from other programs in BayPass as electives. If you're interested in management courses, you can probably take electives from MBA. If you're interested in cybersecurity, you can totally take electives from cybersecurity as well. So I listed a few of the elective options here, but there's more. If you are interested in other programs as electives, so just feel free to talk to me and we'll make a plan for you. And both track will have the capstone case analysis as the final class. Just in general, right, for the 2 tracks, courses in specialist track are calculus based or just contains more theory in general. If we go to next slide, and also the track, you will come in with a track selected, but the actual track will be determined after the first course. Okay, so what we have here is a more specific information about the courses. The first set of courses is statistical courses because statistics is the backbone of the data science, right? So both sequences will cover all major topics in the foundation of stats. You will learn about data collection, from simple descriptive analysis to sampling to all sorts of distribution hypothesis testing. And for specialists, you will probably learn more about Bayesian, simulation methods. All these courses will help you build the necessary background and language for small and big data analysis. And the only difference is the specialist track student, they will take the ADS 535, which is more calculus based and contains more theory. And for this courses, R will be introduced and utilized. And then after the basic stats course, you will have the ADS 534, which is statistical modeling class. We will cover major types of regression analysis, including, from simple linear to logistic to survival analysis. We will introduce about the model building, testing, tuning. And for that class, SAS and R will be introduced and utilized in the course. If we go to next slide, we will have the next set of classes. The data mining and machine learning, which are the core courses here. So we will talk about the advanced data mining and machine learning methods, and we will focus on hands-on application again. So many major topics in this area will be introduced, and you can use what you learn to tackle very complex or large-scale data problems. So all the major algorithms in supervised and unsupervised learning will be covered. Like we will talk about shrinkage, image classification, neural nets, and other tree-based as well, like, from decision tree to random forest to GBM. And you can also learn about these unsupervised learning, such as clustering. All those things will be covered. And again, the differences is the ADS 635, 636 will contain more theory and just require general and stronger math background. And for this, data mining and machine learning classes, Python R will be introduced and utilized. Go to the next slide. Can we go to, oh yeah, okay. So some of the additional courses, right? There's another common core called database system, ADS 631. And then we also have the data exploration and visualization courses. That one we will focus on introducing the popular BI tools such as Tableau, and database system, you will learn the fundamental concepts about like the data queries, SQL, database structures, and the two electives we have, the text mining and deep learning. Text mining will be about natural language processing, and deep learning is beyond the neural nets. So both courses will be application based, but we will definitely cover major series, and just so that you can keep educating yourself even after the class. If there's a new algorithm coming out, you know what to do with it. And as I mentioned already, right, students may you can select other management courses instead of this two here. And we will also have the ADS 670, the case analysis capstone. That one will be project oriented. It's like, thesis kind of class. You can choose your own data set, and then you can choose any large complex data sets, either publicly available, or you can choose something that is related to your work. Seeing like lots of students are choosing data set or like topics that is more relevant to their work or to the field they're interested. We can totally work on that and come up with an amazing capstone project. And in our website, you can actually check on our past graduates capstone selected, just because some are big due to the data privacy or confidentiality. We cannot share that their work, but the majority of our students capstone is listed on our website. You can take a look at there's something, the abstract or presentation is available. It's always amazing to see how our students are approaching their capstone. Go to the next slide. So what you are seeing here now is a brief overview of the main phases of data science life cycle. So from discovery to the implementation. The thing is, what we are trying to show here is our applied data science curriculum maps closely with the data science life cycle, as you see here, right? Like, the discovery can be matched to our foundation of data science class. The data preparation, we have, database system class, we have data analytic classes. And then for model building, we have all sorts of model classes, right? From traditional statistical modeling class to the machine learning, operationalize and communication results, right? Each class is not all of them, but many classes will require a presentation of your final project. Your capstone will require you to, communicate your results well to the class or to a broader community. So all this life cycle is mapped closely to our curriculum. So like, once you exit our program, you should be able to take on the job right away to start some of the analysis. Go to the next slide. So regarding the learning format, I think Rashida already talked a little bit about Canvas, but we'll talk a bit more about that later. So there will be weekly reading for most courses, and you will have readings from textbook or articles, and there will be pre-recorded weekly video lectures as well. But then there's an online office hour, like, all instructors will hold weekly online office hour, so that you can meet with this professor to talk about, any questions you may have. And some classes, the professors prefer to do the live lectures as well. But no matter if there's a live lecture or not, the pre-recorded videos will be available. And then most courses will have online discussion and homework, and some courses may have quiz, lab, or midterm final projects, depends on the classes, it depends on the professors. But I think we have a variety of ways to evaluate your study outcome. And if you go to next slide. So toward the end, right? Sorry. We we expect our students to develop the ability to solve any data problem using both classical and advanced methods. And we also need our students to develop that solid theoretical background and computing skills, just so that you can keep exploring new methods and ideas, right? Because we are all lifelong learners. Like, it's not done once you get the degree. You should have the ability to teach yourself more about new ideas or new methods. And our students have greater career advancement opportunities. And so basically, upon completion, the students are expected to have, the necessary statistical and analytic expertise necessary to implement any data-driven decisions and be ready for the advanced careers. Go to next slide. So as I mentioned, right, we utilize Canvas as the platform to teach and to learn. And I would think it's very convenient to use. It's one of the most intuitive online learning platform, and actually BayPass offers introduction courses to the new students regarding Canvas itself. So that course is free. It's providing a comprehensive view, or the orientation of our new students to the platform to efficiently use that platform. And you can access it from desktop, tablet, or mobile app. I actually highly recommend the mobile app to your phone, just because you can see the questions or answers right away. You can even submit your homework there. Very convenient to check, and you will never miss a deadline there. And it has the capabilities of telecommunication and video. So like if we meet on Zoom, the link is embedded there. And then we also have a very dedicated online support team if you ever had any questions with Canvas. Next slide.
Right. Thank you. All right. So if you are interested in attending BayPath, the financial services that we offer for our students is awesome. As you can see, we have a number listed for general questions and an email listed for general questions. But our staff are available by phone, email, or in-person meetings with you. So definitely, if you have questions as a graduate coming into the program, how am I going to pay for this? No problem. We have support staff that will help you through that process. We also offer a info session on financial aid applications and services that are available for you as a graduate, and that will be the first Wednesday of each month. We have a Zoom meeting with students so they can understand how to prepare their financial aid information. Also, we offer Fast for Fridays. It's a live Q&A for anyone that needs help with getting their applications in, as far as what do they need to do for financial aid applications. Typically, most of our students that are in the graduate program go for an unsubsidized loan through Stafford Loans, which is available up to $20,500 per school year that you can use for yourself. Definitely, if you have more questions about this, please don't hesitate to reach out to the number listed here, or to give me a call, and I definitely can direct you into the way you need to go. When it comes to us actually looking at how is the admissions process, what do I need to send in? Currently, what we need from you, we do prefer for our students to have a 3.0 GPA coming into the program, which is based off of the 4.0 scale. I will always send you an electronic copy of the free application that you can complete online. You can also go to the website and pull it up as well. We also offer that ask that you send in your official transcripts from your undergrad and master classes if you have taken them from any college or university. They will need to be sent directly to our college. So the student cannot send the transcripts in to us, no matter if they say official on the copies you have. They must be sealed and sent either electronically from the college or places like Parchment and Clearinghouse if you are looking to send those in. You'll also have to complete what we call a statement of purpose. It's 250 words, and it's basically why is the applied data science program so important to you when it comes to your professional and personal goals? So we love to hear why this program will help you and what's important about it for you. We also ask that you send in 2 professional or academic letters of recommendations, which we will provide the link for you as well. When we're looking at the last thing you'll need to send in, it'll be a current resume that we also ask to be sent in. Once those things are sent in, then your application will be able to be reviewed, and we will get back to you as soon as we can once we get through the review process. For new students coming in, the start dates for them will be October and March for those start dates. Once you're in the program, yes, there are more sessions as we discussed earlier, and that definitely will be open to you to use. If you have any questions and have answers that you need answered, you can definitely reach out to myself or to Shausha, and she will definitely be able to get everything you need answered. She's great at it. I love it. She steps in and helps me anytime I need something. So without her, I wouldn't be able to do this. So she is awesome to work with, and you'll love working with her as your academic advisor. Also, do you have anything to add?
No, thank you, Rashida. But not much, but we welcome you guys to apply. And if you see there's doubts or or you're not sure if this is for you, feel free to reach out. We'll definitely help you make the decision and guide you through this process.
Definitely. So I have a couple questions that typically we're asked when we're looking at the program. And one of the
Mhm.
biggest questions that I always get is how long will this program take me? How can I finish it and be efficient?
Okay, so it's a total of 10 courses, right? 30 credit. So usually, if you're taking more accelerated rate, if you're taking 2 classes per session, you can finish within a year. Not even a year. But if you want to take it slowly, say it's too overwhelming to take 2 classes per session, you can totally do 1 course per session. That way, you can still finish within within 2 years, not 2 years, but more like 1.5 years.
The next question that I'm asked, especially with your program, can I transfer in credits?
I believe that's an option, but you have to work with our admission and also the registrar office, right? Um your transcript needs to be evaluated, and so that we know for sure this can be used to substitute some of the courses. But I think overall, if the courses you want to I think want to use, is probably maximally like 6 credits, like 2 classes
Mhm.
around. But yes, it's possible to transfer the credits.
Okay. Another question that is usually asked is, how are the classes set up? Do I have to be on at a specific time for class each week?
So we're running online, which means the classes are depends on which classes. So there are a few classes like the professors prefer to be live lectures, means like like if you could attend online that would be perfect, but if not, that's okay. It's not like required, strictly required. So there will be recordings afterwards that is available to you. And if there's online, if there's live sections or classes, it's usually held on a evening, just so that like if you're working full time, it's okay. We won't hold the class in the middle of the day. It's more like early evening, so that most of the students will be available. And usually this professors will post a poll before the class starts, just asking a time and day of the week that works for the most of the class, so that you can join.
Okay. Typically, how many hours do you put in per class for work a week?
Yeah, that's a good question, right? So it depends again, right? Depends on your background, also depends on your schedule. Like, if you're very like busy at work all day, you have all sorts of commitment, maybe you cannot spare that time. I mean, of course, as much as possible, but like, if you just can't afford that much of time, I don't think like, also depends on the classes per se. Like, some classes maybe it doesn't require too much of time. So like if you can spare about like 5-6 hours per week, that would be good. But for some classes it's probably more overwhelming, like more demanding, and then you probably need to plan at least 10 to 20 hours per week. And that also depends on your background as well, right? If you come in with a very nice background in terms of math or stats, you probably don't need to put as much effort as if you don't have a necessary background, right? If everything's new to programming, into this and that, then you probably want to spend more time. So like, maybe we can plan like 20 hours per week.
Okay. Awesome. And I guess another question would be, does a student have to complete a GMAC or a GRE to get into your program?
No, it's not required.
Great. Okay. And one last question would be, um, how many textbooks do I have to purchase for a class?
Yeah, so there are some classes that require certain textbooks as well. I don't think the textbook cost a lot, and some courses, yes, there will be textbooks required, but there's a free online version. So yeah, the cost is minimal, but like yes, for um, several classes there will be required textbooks. But the syllabus or the professor will communicate that before the class starts, so you have a sufficient time to purchase if necessary.
Awesome. Well, I would like to thank you for attending and for everyone that's watching this. If you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to contact us and let us know what your questions are. We are always looking forward to assisting you guys and helping whenever we can in anything that we do here at Baby Path. Thank you. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
day.
Thank you. Have
Yes.
a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm,
Is the recording done?
I'm trying to stop it now. You're good to go.
That's
So,
good.
all right. Well,
That's it.
thank you, and
Thank
I will
you.
get
Thank you
some
so
more
much.
stuff out. Yes,
Yeah, I think the
always a
time is good.
pleasure.
It's not too long and it's not too short. So it should be okay for students
Yeah,
to view. Thank
yeah,
you.
and it'll be uploaded, and so we'll have it if you need anything. So definitely,
Yeah,
if you need anything, just let me know. And like
of
I said,
course.
I have some more stuff to shoot out to you today, so you'll be getting it.